and you let her go. Let her go. Only when you know that. Only when you know that. Love her when you let her go. Love her when you let her go.
Maybe not, but we have seen that peaceful protests in recent times have not led to any change, and this keeps happening. So you know what? I can't knock people if that's how they choose to channel their frustration, because they have no other way to. It ain't like Baltimore or Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. The older I get and the more stuff I see in this world, I feel like I'm getting a little bit more militant. Mm-hmm. I'm going from that Martin and Malcolm, scale, me a little bit more Malcolm. But it's just so much, and it's hard to put into words.
I feel the opposite. I feel like I'm going from younger. I was like more radical and just stupid. But no, I don't want to say stupid. That's the wrong word.
No, yeah, that's the wrong word.
I'm just saying, but when you're young, you're just reckless, But and it's like the older I get, I'm more calm. And I don't know. It's like I'm not one to criticize the people that are protesting, but I just don't. I think protests are good as long as you have some type of agenda. I just feel like burning shit and stuff like that. It's just
But you got to keep in mind what we're seeing on the news isn't really what's happening on the ground. So everybody, for you to go call a group of black high school students who could not get home because the bus drivers made them get off the bus and they closed MTA, and all of a sudden you see police lined up in military gear, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we hear. We just hear, little Negro kids lighting stuff on fire. No, but at the same time, you have
they said Negro kids.
No, but they might as well.
Basically,
but you have other races. I'm not gonna call no names.
White people
that want to flip cars and set things on fire when
Kentucky loses.
I saw an interesting BuzzFeed article today that talked about when other races, when they riot or lose because a sports team or a coach got traded or fired or something like that. Yeah,
and it's all on Sports Center and shit, and they're like, upset fans, good. No. But it's like then black people are thugs, like
animals, and I'm stupid.
I say, steal all the TVs you want, ride bus all steak, all the beer, run out with as many pairs of Jordans as you can, because we are angry. I think I'm so cool with riding because it's like fuck, like how many black people got to get killed? How many more black people got to get killed?
Nothing is changing.
And then each time it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. And it's not that like people can't riot, but it's the way that they are going about our protesting. It's just like the occupation is mismanaging the protests and what we can do and what we can't do, and then it's a whole bunch of things. Like it's even like I've been on my Facebook trolling everybody because I made a comment. And then I'm trolling my own Facebook. Right. I'm trolling other people's Facebook, and I'm reading everybody's comment. And it's just like people don't understand that like it's not just black people. You know what I'm saying? If white people was getting killed, if white men was getting killed.
Well, today our president, he held a press conference, and his main point was that there was no excuse. So we have a clip of it. We'll show it and come back and talk about it.
I don't want to watch it.
There's no excuse for the kind of violence that we saw yesterday. It is counterproductive. When individuals get crowbars and start prying open doors to loot, they're not protesting. They're not making a statement. They're stealing. That is not a protest. That is not a statement. It's a handful of people taking advantage of a situation for their own purposes, and they need to be treated.
You damn right. They ain't protesting. Like I said, take all the TVs.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, what they're doing, they're tearing down their own communities. Okay.
Here's the thing.
Like the biggest thing that I've seen, as far as with the rioting, that CVS that they keep showing on the news, like how many people from those communities, mothers or sons or children, somebody work at that CVS, making minimum wage, but still working to do something, and now they can't go to work. And outside of CVS, the other buildings and places that have been damaged.
No, I feel you. And me personally, I don't think I would tear up my own neighborhood. However, when people are addressing stop the violence, this ain't right, they're addressing a group of youth who have in their lifetime never seen peaceful protests be successful. They were not alive for MLK. They were not alive to see the progress that was made 40, 50 years ago that seems like hasn't been made now because stuff is still going on. Think about how many decisions we all made as teenagers that could have affected our life now as adults in a different way. So it's like you can't, it's one thing if it's like grown adults doing it, but it's kids doing it. And you have to understand that children, generally speaking, don't have the foresight to think ahead, to think about what is this going to do in the long term.
But at what age? Like, you can't have kids like throwing rocks at cops and stuff though. Like,
But cops can kill black.
I'm not saying they
men
can. I'm not
repeatedly.
saying they can. I'm saying the kids though.
I say that like it got to be the kids, because shit, we ain't doing it. And everybody too goddamn old in the NAACP. Everybody like 65, 75. Like I'm tired of.
But again, it's because it's the kids though. I'm sorry to cut you off. It's because of the kids that it's not. You can't even. Really, I feel like you can't even use the word protesting in what's going on.
Yeah.
They are literally just rioting. The ones that
So you know
are
what?
the ones that are actually protesting
You know
are
what?
of a different demographic.
Right.
They are older.
They are older, but it's just like it isn't working. Like where are our young leaders
And everyone
for
that's
the
passing
NAACP?
judgment does not have a solution.
I agree.
You know what?
I agree. The protest is not working, but what
Let's
is
not
the
call
looting
it.
doing?
Let's
though?
not call it looting.
Let's not call it looting.
Let's call it a party. They're
What is
just
the
partying.
What is the party
Let's
doing?
call it getting
All they're
together
doing
and
is damaging. They
What
are
did the Boston-
damaging
but
and
what did the
stealing from their
Boston
own
Tea Party
neighborhoods.
do?
But look, the money and things that can go into fixing
But it's
those
not
communities.
going to go into
But
the
still, though, now
communities.
it's really not going to go because they don't
really
have to
not,
fix
yeah.
all of these buildings and roads and everything else is getting
Unless
messed
we
up.
have a wealthy African American who can relate to their struggle, who has a lot of money,
Oh,
who has
Kanye,
money
Jay-Z,
to rebuild communities.
Beyonce.
What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I'm not saying what they're doing is right. I'm not saying what they're doing is a solution, but we're taught about the Boston Tea Party. It was a great day in the American history.
It actually
That was
was.
a looting, and that was rioting, and that was people upset at their situation. And they're throwing a whole bunch. Granted, it was tea, but
And
they
who was
also
killed?
vandalized stuff.
Crispin Attucks, the Boston Tea Party, a black man. Do your
All right,
history,
but-
look him up.
So
Crispin
my
Attucks.
whole thing
But
is
check
to
this
stop
out.
with the double standards. It's not.
But see, okay, this is I don't want to keep it
No,
really
go ahead,
going,
go
but
ahead.
okay, is there was a group in I think it was New York called the Justice League. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's
you hear about
Superman and
Get the fuck
Batman.
out of here,
Go ahead,
man.
go ahead.
But the Justice League, they marched from like New York to DC or something
yeah, I
like
heard
that.
about that.
And but when they got there, they had like a list of actions and I don't even forgive my ignorance, but it was like a list of like actionable goals that they had once they got there, to where they were going to present this to this and go to this meeting and present this and make a file this lawsuit. So they actually had like they were making a statement and a cause by doing the whole
So
march
who's
and
doing
getting
that
people.
for Baltimore?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
though. I'm
Well,
saying
they-
all I'm saying is there has to be some kind of, even if it's with the older people, like trying to organize some shit for the younger people. Like it has to be some action from the youngsters too, but it has to be some kind of movement. It can't just be go out, blow some shit up, steal some shit, and expect new laws and new.
They're not expecting new laws. They're just channeling their frustration
Right.
because that's
Which-
the only
but that's
way
not
that
gonna
they know
do
how.
anything. I get it, but it's not gonna.
well,
Baltimore
speaking-
is a depressed, neglected city.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of just like, I like wrote this down because I was just like, oh, I'm gonna write something else or whatever. But it's just like what it is. It's lack of education, it's lack of opportunity, and it's lack of community. It's lack of like building that community, because all that money that we don't see, which is why we tear our shit up. Because as soon as we try and go to the good side of town or the Beverly Hills side of town, then it's like no. Now we really gonna shoot y'all in the face. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, y'all can't come over here. But that's the only thing that it will change when we are able to tear down the Beverly Hills. And it'd be like, wait a minute, y'all can't do that. No, like I'm against rioting. I am against, like, it doesn't, but it's just lack of opportunity, lack of education, lack of that community building that we need those young leaders like us
Right.
to like, hey, let's all, I don't know how we're gonna get down to Baltimore, but let's get down to Baltimore and then like let's speak to these young people, because they need people that look like us. Because how many of us listen to our parents right now? Your mom will probably still calling you and being like, you wash your clothes yet? Yeah, mom. Like
Oh,
you
no,
can't.
my mom ain't doing that.
You can't police me, and I'm here. But it's the
Well,
same.
you don't
way.
even
They
have
had,
to go to Baltimore. There are Baltimores all across the country
Well, yeah,
that are
true.
local, and it's like everybody that's passing judgment and name calling. What have you done in the community lately to uplift somebody?
But see, that's my thing,
Many
too,
people
with-
haven't done jack shit.
It's
With
a
community,
lot of
my
that,
thing is, and I know I got in trouble with the panel before on this, and people
Who?
didn't like it. The panel, just people like Darnell and G. I think you
What
got
was-
on me.
what did you
But
say?
I'm the new Negro, so I'm just gonna say some. But I feel like when you say community, I also feel like that's a big issue because it's just not the same, man. You can't even like. I don't know. It's like black. It's like we got to do. I feel like we got to do better and come together. Like we got to do better ourselves in our community, just as people and brothers and sisters, whatever.
part of-
Before
How long have we been saying we gonna do better?
Well,
But I'm
part
just
of,
gonna say we got to.
But part of
America-
what President
America
Obama
did
also
a
said in his
ditty on
speech,
us.
though, he said, I think there are police departments that have to do some soul searching. I think there are communities that have to do some soul searching. And I think we as a country have to do some soul searching.
I don't have to search anywhere in my soul because I know what it is.
I mean, it wasn't specifically.
but I know.
but
but I mean, I love President Obama. President Obama, if you're watching this.
That-
But I do feel like I know that he can't really say maybe what he wants
Yeah,
to say
definitely.
because of the
Yeah,
position that
definitely.
he's in, and that just it frustrates
But
me.
I think that goes to the point that you were making earlier about celebrities and people in certain statuses saying things, because they have to consider their entire fan base.
But they rap about stuff that
True.
their entire fan base can't relate
That's
to.
true.
So I don't really, I get it, but I don't get it.
My
it's the effect of just like, I mean, shit. It is his last year. Why can't he say it? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
next
Like,
year.
I mean, well, next year. But
Yeah.
it's just like when is. I love President Obama too. I do, because he's a black man in office, and Lord knows I do. Oh shit! Hallelujah.
Okay, but really quick though, I'm sorry. It's two last things I want to touch upon. So the governor and mayor out there in Baltimore, Maryland, they did an interview with Don Lemon. They wanted to speak on the matter.
Now,
real
why
quick.
would
We
you
gonna
say
play
anything
that.
to Don Lemon about anything about race?
Don Lemon.
It's very hard to avoid having a situation like this. And despite our best efforts, there are still those who are intent on destroying our community. And the sad part about it is they're saying that they're doing it in the name of, for the community's sake. It's just dead wrong. What they're doing is destroying our communities. They are destroying the future of our young people who have to live in a community that has to be repaired. It's not going to happen for free. We have to make those investments, and those are investments that could go into community development projects, that could go into beautifying our community. And now we will be spending those resources rebuilding the community because some very misguided individuals decided to try to destroy our city.
We're back.
First of all, I think they fucking.
Okay.
The mayor and the governor, because that eye contact was
That is so
intense.
disgusting.
They are fucking. They got some
I
Olivia
think
Pope
he
going on.
definitely had her speak more because she is the black. Obviously,
Right.
she's the black.
Oh,
woman.
absolutely.
So-
Yeah, go ahead. Speak,
And
sister.
then also
Of course you got a
Donald
strong black
Trump.
woman.
Donald
don't
Trump,
get me
he
started on
sent
him.
out on a tweet. It says, "Our great African American president hasn't exactly had a positive impact on the thugs who are so happily and openly destroying Baltimore."
Why would he have to
Again,
throw
why
African American
the
in
name
there?
calling?
Why he had to
Why the
say
judgment?
African American and thug? He said thug too, didn't he?
Well,
He said
first of all,
thug.
you
He
can't
Because
said
all
thug.
African Americans
Why did he have to
are
say?
thugs.
Why did he have to
You're
say? Why did he have to say African American? I don't get that. Why even throw it in there? Why not just say president?
One, because when you got a motherfucking swoop over your head, it covers.
You can't think clearly.
You can't think clearly, and then whoever's writing what he's saying, he
comb
can't
over.
read it. So he has no choice but to call us thug. Listen, Donald Trump, that motherfucker's a racist. All right, I don't care what that
Yeah.
goddamn orange, red hair. It's been too many instances that he's always talking about black people, always saying something about black people. I mean, like even though he's had black people on his show or whatever, like he's a racist because he canceled Arsenio Hall show. That's why.
All right. And I mean the whole situation, everything that's going on. Like right now, they have
It's sad.
2,000 National Guards there. They have 1,000 police officers there. They curfew is 10 p.m. till 5 a.m.
Didn't they say
They
was
were
bringing in
not
like 5,000
inside.
more?
They were not
Yeah.
inside.
And
before
they were not
curfew
inside
tonight,
before
last
curfew.
I
So I
saw.
mean, I'm hoping of the next few days that things will calm down in the city, but I don't
But if
know
they
because I mean
don't,
you have so
hey.
many things happening. Like before this incident, you just had what happened in South Carolina, and then just
Yeah.
Can
It's
I-
just so much.
I'm the only
Oh,
woman
in
up
Oklahoma,
here.
in Tulsa, with the reserve sheriff who shot the man on accident when he thought he was tasing him.
Yeah.
I'm the only woman up here.
You are. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask
Nah,
a question.
Bobby's a woman.
I mean, we spent we gonna try
right,
to
all right,
we're gonna
Bruce.
try to wrap this one up because we spent a lot
Ain't
of
no
time on
woman.
this
No, no,
topic,
no,
but
but-
it's very important.
We're
But I feel
angry.
like, and not to take the attention off the issue at hand, and that's police bias and police brutality. But there have been black women who have also been killed by police.
True.
And those incidents don't ever seem to get as much attention in the media as the men that are killed. Rekia Boyd, I mean, I for me, I would love to see this be no, that sounds bad. I would love to see the attention being on African Americans as a whole and not only African American men. I do understand African American men face a different set of problems than African American women do, but nonetheless, both genders are being killed by the cops.
That shit
Right.
crazy.
All right. Well, kind of on a lighter note. So, of course,
have a
everything
drink.
the world that we live in right now is very social media. So, from this whole Baltimore situation, it's funny watching it, but I think it was actually a really important message. So, this mother, she has been. Have y'all seen it?
Yeah.
This mom, she's been all over social media, the news, and everything. When she saw her son on the news out there looting, and she came
And whoop
to get his ass. So-
She beat that ass like.
You wanna be paid? Check off! You wanna be out here doing this dumb Get the over here! Get over here now! Did you hear what I said?
Y'all.
That's
But you see, Mama got dressed because she knew she was gonna be on camera, or Mama was at work. She was at work and had to come down there.
And like, but I was thinking is like, how did
How
she
she
know
know?
his eyes? Like,
Right.
No.
like she
That
went
is
through.
your child.
Everybody was just like,
She was
She
like,
had to know that nigga walk.
She knew her child.
That's that nigga.
I
I
know.
know. I know
Said
that.
that.
But you know what?
Son.
You know what? One thing though, I noticed that boy, he ain't lift his hand to his mama.
oh no,
I
And
know.
he
He know
be
better.
bad down there throwing
He
shit,
knows
breaking
better.
windows, doing whatever they were doing. He ain't lift the hand to his mama.
Oh, he
Yeah.
knows better.
Listen, I don't care the police, the hand of God, but you don't go against no
do
black
not
mother.
raise your hand against your mama.
Your
She
mama will
cussed his ass
She will
out.
fuck.
And
my
the
mama
police,
used to whip my
the police,
ass,
I'm
too,
sure they
though.
were very happy. They said, "This is one less person that we got to deal with."
They probably was laughing at his ass like, ah.
But you know what? The police don't really have to deal with many people because members of the community, at least today from what I've seen, have been handling
Their
the
own.
riders and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
looters. So
Oh, last thing, you guys, I'm sorry, we do have to switch sides, but last thing, it was reported that the gangs in Baltimore, the Bloods, the Crips, that they were banding together to kill cops. They did
that
an
was a
interview.
lie.
They
It
did
was
an
a
interview
lie.
today, yes.
Don't trust the
There is
media.
an interview today where these gangs are standing together and saying that is not what we were doing.
Yeah.
Right.
We were actually trying to be peaceful and trying to control other people in the community from
They
doing such
spin
activity.
that shit like they always do.
I just wish that when they had that message, they all had on like red and blue suits. Like they
Oh,
looked
okay.
so like
They had their flags on.
Like,
Their
like,
flags,
like,
you know,
I wish-
the thing is, though, actually,
I wish they
that
was-
didn't bother me that they were dressed how they
Oh,
were.
no,
It was
no.
the message. Was
No,
definitely
yeah,
wrong.
I know the message, but I just wish they were just like, listen, man, we aren't trying to like kill
Right.
cops. Like,
Yeah.
just
All
look-
right,
yeah.
so we're gonna switch gears now. We're gonna light it up around here. So
Light
this
it up.
past Friday,
that ain't like
Bruce
that is not like
was different. So Bruce Jenner, he sat down with Diane Sawyer and did his interview about his plans to transition from Bruce Jenner to her, as he called her. The interview was 2 hours long. It was. Did any of you watch?
Yeah, I
I
watched.
couldn't. I
Watch
told you,
it.
I can't.
I watched it. Oh, that's what I did Sunday.
Okay, yeah. So I
That's
didn't.
what I did
didn't
Sunday.
watch it on
Yep.
Friday, but I took time on Saturday amongst a group of friends and we watched it. So I'm gonna play a small piece of it, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
So Bruce Jenner is. Bruce Jenner is. I would say I've always been very confused with my gender identity since I was this big. I look at it this way. Bruce, always telling a lie. He's lived a lie his whole life about who he is. And I can't do that any longer.
Are you a woman?
Yes, for all intents and purposes, I am a woman. People look at me differently. They see you as this macho male, but my heart and my soul and everything that I do in life, it is part of me.
So Bruce Jenner?
So, I mean, I have to say at first, okay, so before the interview, with all the wait. Before the interview, with all the paparazzi, because I'm one of those, I don't believe everything the media puts out there.
Yeah.
When they were following him for months and months and months before anything was ever said, I didn't really think Bruce Jenner was transitioning into a
didn't
woman.
either.
I didn't. I thought it was like, oh, they just making shit up. They're adding shit to pictures.
Yeah.
They're putting all this stuff in there. But to hear the words in his own, come out of his own
He said,
mouth.
all intents and purposes.
Okay.
What's up with that left eye?
That
though?
eye.
Yeah.
Did you
Eye,
notice
that,
it was
that
like
eye is not closing at all. I'm
Surgery?
like,
Probably went
surgery.
He
bad.
had a lot of plastic
he got it
surgery.
lifted too much on one side.
Yeah, that eye don't even close. Even when he was like blinking, he was like, I want to see him sleep. He probably be like, "What's up? I'm asleep, nigga. I'm asleep." Listen, I watched the interview, and then at first, same thing. I was just like, man, he ain't gone.
It was the first thing out of his mouth.
Yeah,
That's what started the interview.
Yeah, I felt like he was gonna be like, I'm not doing this. This is a lie.
Right.
Like people don't know me. I thought he was gonna. It was gonna be like a tell-all,
Right.
About like
The
the
Kardashians or something.
But then, like after watching it, I was just
Yeah.
like,
I thought it was a money ploy too.
I actually
I don't
felt.
know.
I mean, at the same
I felt
time,
sorry.
I
I felt
you felt-
remorse. I felt compassion, and this ain't no jokes in this shit. Like because I was just like, I'm mad that I watched it because now I can't make any jokes about him because now I feel some kind of way. I'm just
There was
like
there was sincerity.
yeah.
So
like,
he
I
was for
felt-
real?
Yeah,
Like, he's for real.
Yeah,
And
I
the
felt
thing
it.
is,
But-
I can't relate because I've never had those issues.
You never
But
wanted to be a man?
but I respect him putting himself out there like that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
but I
gotta be-
think that for what everybody says about the Kardashians and Kris and everything about them being money hungry and fame hungry, I remember when the show first started. I didn't watch it regularly, but I saw it, and Bruce didn't seem like he was like in the camera
Bruce
for the
has always
cameras.
been like a sweet
But
man.
now he's doing his own docu-series, and he's doing the interview with
But
Diane
that's why I
Sawyer.
don't know
So
if
it's
it was
like
real
you really
because
are one of
he bought
your
into it.
family.
Well,
Yeah,
the
he
only
turned-
way to make money is to be a Kardashian
Bruce has,
woman.
he's got
You know
enough
what
money.
I'm
Bruce
saying?
is good.
Stop.
He's got. Bruce has money.
You know what I'm saying? No, he does. He does have it, but like I really felt because as I was watching it, and then like my girl was just like, I don't understand. But then as she started watching it even more, and I was just like, you know what? I always take things back to us, black people. I'm like, see, that's the same way that white people treated us when we was coming up in like the 30s and the 40s and the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. Just like, I don't understand these black folks. I don't know what it is. It's the same thing because I was like, transgender or what? It's just like it's so much shit that you can't even say or even like relating to like the transgender community. It's like you can't call them tranny. Sorry, people. I didn't mean to offend you, but I'm making a statement. Like you can't say that. Like you can't refer to them as like. Are you
Right.
like
Yeah,
that's
it's
offensive.
like you don't know what
can't-
to- you
yeah
just-
Yeah.
you can't ask them and just like, so have you had your it's like because that's
Well-
disrespectful because that would be like somebody asking me be like, yo, do you got a dick? And I'd be like, motherfucker, yeah. It's like it's disrespectful, but it's just like, but I felt I did feel moved, and when he was just like, oh, we're gonna change the world, I was like,
Yeah, that
motherfucker,
whole
yeah,
Well,
right.
here's
But he
what I
like
really
women
wanna
though,
know.
right? He said he
Yeah,
No,
he
yeah,
said, he
yeah,
said
absolutely.
he's never been attracted to a man. He's always been
So
attracted
he's
to
gonna
women.
be a
Okay.
lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really just want to know, what is his name going to be when he
He did
becomes
not
a
give her the name
woman?
Diane S. He didn't give her
That's
the
what I
name.
wanna
I know what it's gonna be. It's
Brenda
gonna be
also.
Brenda.
I don't know. I think
Brenda.
he's gonna stay away
You
from
think
B. I
Brenda?
think he's gonna stay away from B. But
You think he'll change it
he
to
might
a
put a
K?
K. I'm
Okay,
saying,
I was gonna say okay.
Brenda
but
K.
and with the like all three of his ex-wives, they spoke out in support of Bruce.
No,
Chris.
not
Chris, no,
Chris.
Chris has over the weekend. She has.
Well,
did?
Chris
She
tweeted
probably just
because
did.
they
Yeah.
tried to make it seem like she didn't want
Yeah,
to come
at
on
the
the
time,
show, and
at the
she
time of the
said,
interview,
well,
at the time of the interview, she hadn't. But since the interview has aired, she
Oh,
has.
sure. Since
Yeah.
then, she got that backlash. So
all
she
of the
And
children, of
pictures.
course, they according to the interview, they support their father. Kim, he said, is the most supportive. Chloe had the hardest time dealing with it, but they're all
is
supporting their father,
understandable.
including his other kids outside of the Kardashians.
you can't tell me Brody and Brendan ain't cute.
You
So
got a whole bunch
we're about
of-
to move on
He's
to.
good.
But I will say this, just like one thing about the interview, all jokes aside, just like it did inform me as a person about what hardships that these transgender people go through. And then he really said something that also touched me too. It's just like he's like, I also want to go out to talk to and reach trans black women who have transgender black women who have like made that transition, because they are the ones that's getting murdered.
Right.
And they are the ones that's getting like beat up, and it's just like, it's just like, it's still black people, man. Can y'all get off of us?
No,
damn.
I mean, when I tell you this country has done a doozy on our psychology, it's crazy.
All right, so we're gonna keep it going.
Good
right
job,
now.
Bruce.
Let's go.
Also, over the weekend we have the 2015 Correspondence Dinner. Did you guys check that out?
Yes.
I did.
I saw some of it. It actually, they aired it live on YouTube, and it was like 4 hours long for the whole thing. The majority of it was actually just footage of the crowd, because the show itself was only like 40 minutes, maybe an hour or so.
How many black people in that crowd?
3.
Exactly.
President Obama, he got up and he did his
Michelle,
she's on front.
Love Michelle.
But President Obama, he got up and he did his address. Of course, we got some clips from that. Let's see.
Yeah.
The only people impersonating journalists on CNN are journalists on CNN. ABC is here with some of the stars from their big new comedy, Blackish. It's a great show, but I have to give ABC fair warning. Being blackish only makes you popular for so long. Trust me. Every serious scientist says we need to act. The Pentagon says it's a national security risk. Miami floods on a sunny day, and instead of doing anything about it, we've got elected officials throwing snowballs in the Senate. Okay, Mr. I think I got it, bro. It is crazy. What about our kids? What kind of stupid, short-sighted, irresponsible bull? Whoa! Hey! Because usually,
that's my president.
I want to know who wrote his speech.
Jordan Peele wrote it.
Jordan Peele wrote it. Okay.
I mean, the same people that wrote that do Key and Peele.
Yeah, Peele. Yeah.
So Jordan wrote that end speech with.
Okay, and Cicely Strong, she hosted the event. I think she was the first woman in like, what did they say, like 20 years or so?
It was 20? I thought it was 40.
I
may be wrong.
Wait. Let me correct myself for you guys viewers. I don't know if Jordan wrote his whole speech, but Jordan Peele and Keegan, Michael Key, wrote the Luther bit.
Okay.
Do you know what them
He's
and
a
the
writer,
president
so he
have
knows
in common?
What do they have in common?
They're all biracial.
Oh,
Yes, they are.
I was just about to say they are black.
I mean, that too.
Yeah, but
there's no wrong answer here.
There's no wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer.
Right. All right. And you guys also saw your boy Waka Flocka Flame has announced that he wants to run. I can't even. I honestly cannot even. But I feel like okay. So,
go for it.
Waka,
go for it.
I'm just gonna play it for y'all. I'm gonna play it for y'all, and we'll talk about it.
I'm very pleased to announce today, on 4/20, the best day of the year, I will be running for president. The first thing I'm gonna do when I get in office is legalize marijuana. Women's rights. I feel like women got all the rights already, man. What else they want? I feel like it's not the thing of rights for women, it's more of a respect thing. Hillary is my only competition right now because the women love her. I'm Waka Flocka Flame, and I approve this message.
But hold on. So I want to let y'all know the other items on his platform include banning dogs from restaurants.
Yes.
I'm with that.
Banning dogs from restaurants, people with feet oversized 13 from walking in public, requiring children to learn his lyrics in school, raising the minimum wage. He says, I feel like all fast food restaurants should be paying $15 an hour since In-N-Out Burger is doing it. Great fucking idea, In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger is paying $15?
I
fuck with the no dogs in restaurants, because in LA they got it bad about bringing these mutts and these Shih Tzus.
No, they don't bring them in the restaurant.
Some
usually on the outdoor, on the patio.
And then they
area
bring in the dogs with their own food. And I'm like, can I get service?
Wait. Well, you live in Baldwin Hills, right?
Yes.
Okay. Come down to Beverly Hills. No. Baldwin, for all the people who ain't from LA, Baldwin Hills is nice. It's really nice. It's black people with money. All right, but Beverly Hills is just different. It's just white people.
Dog, it be dogs in the restaurants out there.
They will put the dog on the table. You know, to be like, oh, look at this, and they will look at you, and if you be like, hey man, you got your dog on the table, and they'll look at your ass like Bruce Jenner did with that motherfucking eye going up, and it ain't even moving. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but the whole. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sandra. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, If Waka Flocka was president, I would like it because his mother, Deb, she be dropping that truth. Deb, I ain't never heard Deb say nothing. I want Deb to counsel me in a session 1-on-1.
But president though, Waka Flocka.
I mean, we know it's a joke.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's definitely a joke.
Would I really vote for Waka?
I do think
you know
it's
what?
funny.
I mean,
it's gonna do
I think
good.
it was funny.
I think it's gonna do great for his record sales. It makes him more likable. It makes him like, I hate saying this term, but I don't know why we always got to do it. But it makes him have that crossover.
I was gonna say
appeal,
commercial.
That commercial appeal where it's like, oh, Waka Flocka, because he's already cool. Because I ain't jammed Waka Flocka since.
I was gonna say, what
they
they
do?
do?
What
Yeah.
they do?
No,
Like, was the last
rounds
song.
of applause.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
see that
Oh, yeah,
ass
yeah.
clap.
We know where you
That's
be.
right?
Yeah,
Not
shit.
at all.
in the trap.
Not at all.
But like people like him, and this makes him even more likable. And the last election, did you guys vote for the last election?
Of
Yes.
course.
I voted for Roseanne Barr because I knew Obama was going to win, but Roseanne Barr was on
See?
there. And as
What
a
if Obama would've
comedian,
lost?
it's
Right,
comedy
and Roseanne
first
won.
over anything. So if Waka Flocka was on the ballot, I would vote for Waka Flocka playing. I'm
Get
just
outta here.
saying.
You can't tell me Deb don't be dropping the truth on a young
She
person.
I'm honestly not taking. I'm taking y'all about as serious as I'm taking Waka.
Right, I'm not even.
Right
I'm not even
now.
listening to y'all right now.
Time. Wait, but I do have to ask the only woman on the panel.
That's
Do you really are you down with Hillary? Are you down with just because she's a woman and just because do you believe in what she's standing for, or how are you feeling about that?
So I wouldn't say I'm automatically down for her just because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And I haven't done as much research on her positions on things as I may have liked. But what I do know of the candidates in the other party running, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And
See, that's the thing that
I mean, I definitely commend Hillary because she's dealt with some stuff and very gracefully behind closed doors.
Yeah. Well,
Let me ask
So
you a
as of
question.
now, that's where it is. We don't know who else is going to be trying to run for the Democratic Party.
Let me ask this
We don't
though.
know.
There was one lady a couple weeks ago that said, as a female, she said she don't know if a female could. That was the first time I ever heard a woman say that. Should I even say it?
So
or
no. What
Oh,
about?
because I mean, we do have hormones.
Yeah. So what about?
Do you think
do
a woman
have
can handle
hormones,
that
we do
at
have
that level
cycles.
every day, every hour?
Hillary
And I'm
Clinton
gonna
still
say
getting a
yes.
cycle?
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for a fact.
No,
but-
she don't. I'm pretty sure.
A woman said that she don't know if Hillary could.
She don't know if
Handle
another
women.
woman could really. She
Because
don't know if a woman really
women are
needs
too
that
emotional.
too emotional.
stress every day.
And here's the
pretty
thing:
much.
what we
Can
see.
you answer for all women?
What we yes, I will represent all women.
Go ahead.
I did go to Harvard. I would say this.
Poetic justice.
And MIT.
Ooh.
What I'm
shit.
saying is, I feel like what we see of the presidents in the past, we only see what they show us. We don't know. George Bush, Barack Obama, Clinton, they could have been at home crying their eyes out too over stuff. It's a stressful position no matter what your
Who's in it?
gender is.
Yeah.
And
So
I
you-
think
so what would you
Hillary
do?
has been through it firsthand. She's been through it firsthand as the first lady. I don't think she would run and put our country in jeopardy if she couldn't handle it. So she's running. I'm trusting that she can handle it, and she will do
I was
her
just
best
curious.
job.
But one last thing, can you trust a woman in the position of
I
power
like this.
who didn't confront her man when he was cheating on her?
No. We don't know what
what
happened
happened. We don't
behind
know
the
what
closed
happened.
doors.
She had to do the political move.
I know what
Right.
happened.
She's
Some sloppy toppy happened.
She had to do like
I mean,
she had to do like
listen.
Fitz and
Yo, no,
Nelly.
we don't know
She just
what
had to-
happened
she had to
when
play that-
those
We don't know
doors
what
closed in the
happened.
Oval
I saw the
Office.
dress.
Hillary,
I was 14.
listen.
Stop.
All right. So, you guys, next topic. All right. So, the headline reads. Just lost it. Headline reads: I hate working at a daycare. So,
Yeah.
single mom Caitlin Wall, she is fired before even starting her job for venting about her new job she got at a daycare. She's 27-year-old in Texas. This is a picture of Caitlin
I used to
right
live in
here.
a colony.
Now, she posted to her Facebook, I started my new job today, but I absolutely hate working at a daycare.
How she know?
Why would you want to work
How
at a
she-
daycare
how
if
she-
you hate working
How
at a
she
daycare?
know she hate it yet?
She's also a single mother, and she says she really needs the job.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how you know you hate it and you got a
She
kid?
hates being around kids all day, is what she
You
said.
got a kid.
Who
Bitch,
was
go do your
hating
work.
on her so much that they was trolling her Facebook page
Right.
and reported her?
You would be surprised.
Like somebody was like, "Oh, she said she hated it. That's fire." Somebody
Somebody at HR didn't have shit to do that weekend.
You would be surprised how
would
quickly,
be
how quickly
surprised.
people pick things up in social media.
But think about it. Like
gotta
at this
be
job of
careful.
daycare, who was at the daycare? Like really, like who was trolling her?
Well,
on
you know,
Twitter?
the thing is, with this, now look, so we
accounts.
did, I was going to say, wait, Bobby, we did a story a
2015.
couple weeks
Yeah.
back. Somebody said that about their job, I think at a fast food
burger,
restaurant and got
yeah.
fired. That I could understand. But no, that I can't really understand. But at a daycare, if I was a parent and I happen to come across that and I see, oh, you working at a daycare with my child, but you hate
Yeah.
kids, you hate being around
I
kids.
It had to be.
Snitched. I
It
would
had to.
snitch.
It had to be
Yeah,
another
I'ma bring
parent.
that up.
It had to be a
You
parent.
know what? I
It
got
had to be
it.
a
I know
parent.
what it is.
See,
But she didn't start yet, so how would the parent even know her handle?
I know what it is. It was another parent who saw how pretty and she had that blonde hair. She probably got a little ass on her. It's like, you ain't gonna be watching.
Well,
my
first
kids.
off,
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah,
dropping, you
saying.
know, and I'm sorry to, stereotype, but if I'm dropping my child off at the daycare and
And
this
this-
shows up with these two piercings down here,
Oh,
she
I
got
can't even
tattoos
see.
and things out
tattoo?
here.
Nah.
Yeah,
And her
I'm
attitude
sorry.
probably reflected how she felt.
And she looked a little
Probably.
ratchet.
You know?
Exactly.
She look a little
Are you gonna
ratchet.
leave your kids in her care for 6-7 hours out of the day?
That probably gave them an excuse to hit. The
Yeah, I've seen
counselor.
those daycare videos where they're in there
They
slapping
be-
them kids around
Yeah.
and doing shit like that.
Maybe-
And she just said, "I hate being around kids."
Well, guess what? In and Out is hiring
$15 an hour. There you go.
And they got them in Dallas now.
And
The
you can have them
college-
little
Go get you
preschoolers
one.
gonna revolt and start
Hey.
throwing all the toys all around.
Go ahead, hit that
Rage.
$50 an hour.
Cause y'all work at a daycare though, kids on there.
I've done it. My mom, she used to actually operate her own in-home daycare.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like you could
What
do it then, but
age?
now
They were babies.
Oh, so that's
okay.
a little different.
Babies.
Cause you
Some
work
were
at
like
daycare?
Once they
talking
start getting
age.
fresh, it does
I can't do
become
it.
more challenging.
Yeah, no,
It does, but
I ain't working in no.
Because you don't know what
Maybe
home, what
maybe
kind
y'all
of
are just not
households they grow
nurturing.
up.
That's the problem.
No, but I'm saying, but once they go home, you don't know what kind of life they're living.
Man,
at
fuck
home.
them kids, man. They got parents.
like Cameron, man, fuck
Either way,
them
go. She
kids.
ain't got a job. So
Do they have parents? I think they do.
At least
Why you gotta be? Come on.
there.
No,
All
come
right,
on.
y'all. So next story. So this was very interesting. His father was born with a severe facial disfigurement.
Oh, this was sad.
He's been called cruel after he and his wife decided to keep their baby daughter, who also has the same condition. So here's the picture of father and daughter. His name is Simon Moore. He was born with a rare condition, and he has no cheekbones. He and his wife Vicky, they decided to keep their baby girl. Even after doing scans, they revealed that she was suffering from the same disease. So people are saying that they should not have brought her into the world because people are cruel and things like that. But he says he would tell his daughter she is beautiful every day for the rest of her life, no matter what.
Nah, what if
You know
people
what?
expect them to kill the kid? Like you just, hey, she not gonna look 100% right, so go ahead and cancel that. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of human being are you?
And her condition is less severe than the
Yeah,
father's. And if
yeah.
the father's been able to find love and get married
Yeah.
and live a normal life, then I
Well,
feel like that's
yeah.
unfair to say.
Well, does his wife have it too?
No.
No, she doesn't.
But it's a
That picture
genetic.
kinda look like it.
Stop.
Look
She
now.
did
Stop.
a little
Wait a
bit.
minute.
No, what?
Stop.
I ain't saying nothing about the kids,
See?
and I ain't saying
going to
nothing-
hell, dog.
Tony do not reflect the views of
No, these
Taco Talk Tuesday.
guys, listen, it's comedy over anything. So
Nah.
I will comedy is
Nah.
first over everything. All right, no, but if
She
he's
did
found
mention
love,
a
just like
slight-
you just said,
Yeah.
if he's found a way to deal with it, then that way he's learned from firsthand experience that like
He said he was bullied and shit too.
you can do this. Well, if he's bullied, I bet he can roast stuff. He got to
He's
have a
blind.
quick-
I mean, not blind. I'm sorry, deaf. He's
Deaf.
deaf. Like you saw the machine on there, on his head. Like
Oh.
he's also deaf.
Why you gotta like?
But
it's-
they
it's a
said
lot
that they
going
didn't
on.
know the extent of what the disease would be like in the child before it was born. So it could have been very mild
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
couldn't
man.
tell, or it could have been
You-
even more severe.
you-
I mean, they've wanted a child. This is his first child. She has a whole bunch others.
Yeah, she has others.
apparently.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
But I mean, I
you
like.
know,
Look, listen. The
She was out
fact
in the
though that he
streets.
said, "I don't care. I will tell my child that she is beautiful every day for the rest of her
should.
life."
that was very.
I mean, I'm
sweet.
sure that they're going to take certain provisions. I mean, she may be homeschooled. She may be placed in, a special school where she won't feel alienated from other.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me out though? Have y'all ever saw those kids that have you ever saw kids? Well, I know kids don't know better sometimes, but when they be super young and they see something else wrong with another kid and they like stare and like, oh, like I hate when kids do that. I know they don't know, but it's
Your
Oh,
just
ass
like,
probably did that. You like, oh,
Bobby,
what's wrong with-
is that what
No,
she did, Bobby?
Nah,
As
I'm just saying.
a child, I did attend a camp. So my aunt is an occupational therapist, and they live in Albuquerque. I don't know why black people choose to live in
I'm about to say
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Right.
Woo.
But I know
That's
about half
rough.
the black
Listen,
population there.
Albuquerque.
But I would spend summers with her, and
I
the
bet it was
camp
horrible.
would be, children without disabilities and then children with disabilities. And
Man,
once you expose children to that, I don't think they're as
It's not so much.
Yeah,
of a
yeah,
protocol.
yeah, and like kids, like I've been around a lot of kids, and like sometimes when kids see kids that are like deformed or like, I mean, one, I don't see a lot of mentally handicapped kids these days because a lot of them
people be telling them not to have them.
Yeah, a lot of them aren't in school as when I was in school, because I was in resource classes, so I was in there with
what are resource
Wait, you were in special ed?
Resource back in my day, which is like in
that's what I'm
wait. In 1988, it was called special ed. So I was in there with the people in the wheelchair and the that and all. That. I can do that.
You about to get us canceled?
No, I was in class. Those are my friends. Like those are my homies. Like we ate applesauce and all that together. But it's just like, no, listen. But it's just like now. But now kids are growing up where it's just like, oh, you look this way. Mm-hmm. Because nobody else is there to like make fun of them.
Why didn't you hold that eye mad long?
Some of my special needs were coming up, and I was in resource classes because I stuttered when I was younger. So fuck you, West University, and I motherfucking made it. You kiss my ass.
All right, y'all. So next thing. So I love the Daily Mail. This is the last topic we're gonna cover tonight. So it starts off. Do you want to have sex with me? Is the question. Attractive woman approaches 100 men on the street and asks them to sleep with her, but how many said yes? So her name is Andrea. She recorded the reactions of 100 men after asking them if they want to have sex. Out of 100, 30 of them said yes.
I thought it'd been way more.
I thought it would too.
Many of the men were baffled by the request, and some thought it was a joke. We got some of the guys that she asked. Let's look at this. Come back, talk about it.
Have sex with me. That's a great offer, but yeah, I gotta get my bike.
Have sex with me.
¿Sex with me?
Sí.
¿Cuánto?
¿Cuánto? Oh, no money, it's free. Would you maybe want to have sex with me?
You're serious. Like right now. You're really sexy. I'm down.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I'm super down.
Okay, let's go.
Want to have sex with me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like right now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Right now? Okay.
He's like, oh yeah, let's go.
No, I'm gonna say, I think if she might have been in a different setting, like a nightclub, she would have had different responses. She's in like broad daylight. Like
I would have been like, nah.
It is very strange on daylight. Like you just out there on Venice Beach and a woman like, hey, do you want to have sex with me?
You would be like, what?
I would have said no because one, I would have been like, wait a minute, she got AIDS, or she trying to set me up and they trying to rob me. You know what I'm saying?
The same thing I would have
thought. Like, yo, do you want to have sex with me? Like, okay, you got AIDS or you trying to rob me? Which one?
But if you in a club at night and she all like, you want to go back to the room? You probably would have said.
But you at least have to say so. You got to be like on her, to even get you, because she just come at you throwing it. I'm like, nah,
I ain't gonna fall for the okie doke. Like, but she on me and I got to grab her booty in those shorts. You know what I'm saying, that she had on, because when she was in that like them pants and that long white shirt, she looked basic as fuck. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But like in them shorts, I was like, all right, but I'm grabbing a booty, huh? She said, "Pussy ain't got no face."
I didn't say that. I would never say
that. Never. All right, y'all. That's it for Hot Topics right now. So we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back to help you guys out with viewer questions.
Everybody is on. Shots. Everybody. You let her go. Let her go. Only know you. Love her when. Let her go. Love her when. Let her go.
And we're back. No, thank you. And refilling drinks.
I don't want to drink on camera.
How's everybody feeling?
But that strawberry Orita, I would
love it.
Listen, I don't know if we can promote other podcasts. I'm not promoting other podcasts, but I listen to.
But you're about to do it anyway.
But I listen to the Read with Kid Fury. And I
Crystal.
forgot I like that shit. Like they dope as fuck. But I remember one time they was drinking the
Mangarita. The Mangarita experiment.
And they was like getting drunk, and then after a while they was like, oh,
that shit tastes like gasoline and Keisha Cole's tears.
Hey, but the real is cranberry. That's the best one.
That's with lemonade. All right, so anyway, hopefully they start sponsoring us. You can send your questions to us, tacotalktuesday@gmail.com. Hopefully we will help you guys with your situation, depending on what it will be. So our first question, it comes.
We got real questions?
Yeah. So, hello, Taco Talk Tuesday. I need some advice.
Ooh,
I own a cake business with one business partner that's been doing okay. We aren't billionaires by any means, but we're not drowning in debt. Monthly, we teeter around breaking even, but recently hit a rough couple of months. My business partner does not see the light at the end of the tunnel, and he told me of at the end of the year deadline for business profitable. If it's not reached, he's out. I believe in the business, and I'm willing to weather the storm past our deadlines. But low key, I think his heart is not in the business anymore due to the other priorities. So I'd prefer that he not be around anyway. Should I root for the business to do bad so that he can leave, or should I continue to work hard to turn the business around, which will then make him stick around? Or is there something else I could do?
I wouldn't advise. Can I say something real quick?
You can.
Let me just say before we start, I apologize to you guys. I didn't mean to offend anyone last week when I said y'all listen fucked up lies. I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying, like, we all got problems. I was just making a joke in the moment, so don't take.
Well, they don't laugh at your jokes.
I was just saying, y'all living some fucked up lies. I didn't mean.
All right, how we gonna help you out? What do you think?
No, I would not suggest just to. I mean, you don't want to lose money and just lose a business. I wouldn't want to be I wouldn't want that on my record, like of a failed business or anything like that. You would want a failure?
I wouldn't want to do that because I feel like it's so many loans and things that can mess up your credit if the business fails.
No, but
I think
they
maybe
they're
you
breaking
could.
even. They're not losing. They're not in debt. That's what they said.
But you want to make money.
Okay, but so let's say you purposefully make the business go sour so that your business partner leaves.
I would not do.
That's what he's trying to see. Should I purposely make the business go sour so they'll leave, or if the business is profitable, then they'll stay and I have to continue to deal with it?
Here's the thing: if that partner is not really invested in the business and you feel like they're already detached, they're gonna leave because something else is gonna come along.
It depends. No, it depends. If you are making money and you don't have to do anything,
or you can dissolve.
At the point in time where you start putting in and you start making money, you just make even more money so that your money is so good. I would say follow your heart and follow business. It doesn't sound like the business is failing, and I wouldn't want to tank it on purpose.
Right.
As far as failures, don't be afraid of failures. You can learn a lot from failures.
But I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to do it on purpose. I wouldn't want to do it on purpose. That's what I'm saying.
No, I wouldn't tank it on purpose.
I would still give my best. I'm saying I wouldn't advise just.
Yeah, I would say, what you can do in like the business aspect is just like you can have that conversation with that person and say, hey, I like have an honest conversation because with business, when money's on the line, you don't have to try and say friendship. You can be an asshole. You can be straightforward as you want to. But I say, hey, this is what it is. I feel like your heart isn't in this business. And I feel like I can take it to the next level. If you want to stay on board, then stay on board. Or what you can do is work hard, bust your ass, and then once you get enough money, buy him out. Buy his shares and say, hey, I want to buy your shares.
Because you're not in this shit.
Because you're not in it and be like, I'm going to buy your shares.
But that's got to be a good amount of money. Because again, for me, I'm thinking for the partner that's maybe not putting in as much work, if I'm able to sit back and the money I did put in, I'm making 3 and 4 times that, and I'm not doing nothing. No, I won't. No, you can't buy me out and know I'm not leaving.
But we don't know. Like I feel like we need more information to give like the best advice.
Or what you could do is just you could just go ahead and pull out on your own. You already have the business savvy to start another cake business.
Yeah.
Right. You already have that business savvy. Pull your money out, you're breaking even, take that money that you're going to break even and go start your own business and say, you know what, you can have that because I'm going to go ahead and start something else doper.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's my advice.
But don't give up on your dreams.
Yeah, but don't give up. And don't let them deter you.
And I love cake. Let me know where it's at because I like cake a lot.
All right, so next question. Subject, how can you really tell someone is right for you? I'm 24 years old and single. I go out on dates, but the last one made a lasting impression. In my opinion, he needs some time to gather himself after a recent breakup with his girlfriend of 4 years. In that short span of time, he became significant and I liked him, but I decided to let him go so he could fix himself. So he could find himself. A common friend of ours told me that that also made a positive impact on his life, but he still needed to fix himself. Would there be a possibility that we can still end up as more than friends, or I would just have to move on with my life, forget him? It's hard because I think I fell for him.
How old is this person?
24 years old.
24. Move on. Plenty of fishes.
Is this a girl?
It don't even matter.
It did not say, but the other person is a he.
Guy.
But But I don't want to
Somebody's in
assume.
love
I don't
with
want to
that
assume.
She
Nah,
getting
it's one of
that,
them.
oh,
It's one of them.
Well,
he's
she
just
said
gonna
she
know.
let him go to fix himself.
You gotta know, dog. Like if he's just coming out of a 4-year relationship, he ain't ready.
And you don't want to start a relationship with somebody that's broken
And
if
that's
you
not
can
ready,
help it.
not over it. And then if it's not right, it's just not right. Sometimes shit can seem right and can be working right, and then you just realize it's not right. So it's best to go separate ways.
And you're 24.
You're 24, yeah.
Live your life.
24,
If you
right?
was
You're
34,
24. And if
I
you
would
was 34, it might be
say-
different.
I would say trap him, girl.
24
But
to 30.
How you gonna try
At
to
24, I say
At
move
24,
on.
you got a lot of
And
living
you
to do.
never know what comes back. They always come back.
Yeah.
No,
And
we don't.
You never know what it could
They
be
do.
in 3 or 4
Man.
years. Like maybe let him go do his thing, and then maybe y'all come back, circle around or something.
And maybe
But
by then he'll be rich.
Oh, we
Yeah.
don't always
man.
come
Who
back.
does that?
You better have a
Come
cape
back
and an
thing.
S on that pussy for us to come back. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have any exes that I'm not cordial with and
Oh, well,
don't
yeah.
check in on
Cordial,
me and
but
stuff like
are you
that.
circling back around to?
if
I
they
don't
came
want
back and
to.
tried to get at you, would
They-
you be what's up?
I wouldn't. No.
Are
they trying to,
like, what's
up, I baby? wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't. But
Why you when you done? You wouldn't give him a chance?
my relationship experience is limited, but I don't understand like the on and off and on and off and on.
No,
and
I'm
off.
saying
I don't
coming back
understand
around.
that.
I'm
Well,
not
how
saying
about you
on and
tell
off.
Coming
us
back
what's it
around?
is
No,
you
I
were
can be
getting
friendly. I can be friendly with them, but I'm just saying at 24, you have a lot
Yeah,
of life to
24.
live.
You got a lot of fucking to do.
Live
with
your
24.
life, travel the world, see some things, do some things.
Travel.
You're good.
Right, and take it from her. She travels.
Travel to Baldwin Hills is dope. A lot of rich black people out here. I know,
All right, next question. All right, so this one's a little interesting. So I'm 45. I didn't know our demographic went that far. I'm 45. Have been involved with a man who's 53 for 4 years.
Cut them off.
We met over the internet, and we are still on distance.
Internet?
We met over the internet. That's how you tell our age. We met over the internet. It's still long distance. Although we see each other frequently, at this point, he has decided that we're really good friends and wants to have things the way that they are.
Cut them off.
I, on the other hand, am looking for a permanent relationship.
Cut them off.
Cut 'em
My
off.
idea
Yep.
is we have built this wonderful friendship. Let's both put some effort into it and see what else can develop. He's contemplating this, and I feel foolish. Like I've said, we need to have a romantic relationship, or I won't be your friend. With both of us on opposite ends of the spectrum, I'm just not seeing how we can compromise. Thoughts
can't.
or suggestions?
You
This
can't.
one touches my soul. Cut them off.
You can. You gotta end that.
If he
You gotta-
said,
This
if
is
he
not no
said-
wait. This is
You
not
gotta
the 24-year-old girl anymore.
But still,
This
okay.
is-
But at
he
any
said,
age, if he said he's not
I
with
just want to
that,
be your friend. When
Yeah.
a man tells you how he feels, listen,
you gonna waste your time going in circles.
you're gonna waste your time.
There's no
And
way
y'all
around
been
that.
talking for 4 years.
4 years.
At
And y'all
45,
50?
4
45 and
years,
53?
53, 4 years is a long time.
He 53 and he ain't trying to.
Wife that.
He's 53.
husband that, whatever.
Nigga, what you
that.
gotta do at 53?
That's an old school player just trying to.
Yeah.
That's an old school player.
I want to say, love
What you looking
yourself.
for at
Love
53?
yourself. You can do better. You may not be able to see the forest with the trees right now, but you stay the course and you just love
I
yourself.
mean, she's
53
45.
though.
She's thinking about them
I
last
mean,
few eggs.
yeah, yeah.
They
Well,
we
still
don't know
left
if
in
she has
there.
children
Yeah.
already or not.
I would
Yeah, she
say,
knows all
I
that.
mean, like at 45, it's just like I always say, this always works in a relationship. Have that conversation. Let your intentions be known of like what you want. Like stop, because what it kind of sounds like, what she's saying, it kind of sounds like she's still in like that like not high school, but like that middle
fantasy. Like you just think it's gonna be boo boo.
Yeah, and like I'm not talking about you and I'm not disrespecting you, but it's just like as a woman, you're 45.
We don't know if she's a woman though, right? For
Right.
sure.
It said I'm 45.
Said 45.
So
And they're dating
we'll
a
leave
man,
it at
so we
that.
don't know if
And
it's a
dating a
woman.
man.
Well, put y'all
We have
sex
to
on
be
it.
But
sensitive
still.
to gender issues. After Bruce Jenner.
But still, at
Bruce
40
Jenner made it okay, cool. That I know what gender issues are. It's gender issue. Your sex is who.
He gave us all of
Whatever.
that.
You watch the shit.
If you're 45
I
though,
think-
you got to be able to see.
Yeah.
I mean, the silver. I mean, you got to be able to just see this for what it is. I mean, you can't at any age really. You can't expect somebody like. It got to be equal efforts. You can't have somebody that's really want this and then this person is like not, because it's just gonna frustrate you and you're gonna like it's gonna push you away.
I
and
say
piss you
just
off.
have a conversation. Let your intentions be known, and let him know what you want. And if he don't want that, then like she said,
You gotta move
and like
on.
Bobby said, like cut him off and move on. But
And by cut him off, I mean cut him off. Because
Yeah.
people be like disassociating
Still
it, but
trying
then
to
still, and then
fuck.
your heart be all tugged and.
but if you ain't got nothing else going on in your life, have fun, like feel that joy of like love
Dick.
and what it is to be loved.
But once you
and
have
that
feelings,
dick.
but once you have feelings for somebody and you want
I
to be
think,
with them
again,
and they don't want to be with you,
I don't know.
That's a dangerous.
I think the
line to
situation
walk.
is completely different talking to somebody who's 24 versus 45 and 50 years old.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So what do you think? What's your
That's what I'm
advice?
saying. I don't know how to speak to this person because this is somebody old. If it was the 24-year-old,
So I
even
feel
at
like
45.
I feel like when you're in your 20s, you can date somebody for 10 years before you
Nah.
settle down and get married because you met
okay.
when you're young.
Yeah.
I feel like in your 30s, I'm not dating nobody for 10 years and they're
Right.
not committing to me. Like what?
Exactly.
Unless I didn't want to get committed
Right.
either. But if
Okay.
I know that marriage is what I want, you're
Yeah.
old enough to know what you want. You're old enough to know what it is. You're old enough to make a decision.
But is
And
it?
you're gonna just drag it on and be playing these games and I don't know
Yeah.
how he feels about me. I can't do it.
But is it marriage that we want, or is it just?
And you let her go.
I think it's different for different though. We have a problem expressing
we don't have all that information previously.
Email us all that.
We'll follow up with you
Let
next
us know.
week. All right, thank you guys for sending us. Remember, you can email us talktalktuesday@gmail.com. We're going to take a quick break and be back to tell you guys what we are obsessed
And
with.
you let her go. Let her go. Only know that. Only know that. Love her when you let her go. Love her when you let her go.
All right, and we are back, you guys. So now is the point of the show where we like to share with you guys, let you know what we are obsessed with this week. So, Shoni, go ahead and start us off.
All right, since I didn't do my homework, what I'm obsessed with, I didn't do my homework because he sent it to me. He was like, as soon as I walked in, he was like, "What are you obsessed with?" I was like, "I'm just gonna talk about
Wait,
it." On camera.
the email went out when?
Yeah.
You know, motherfucker.
And I text your ass.
And he
See?
texted me.
He was out there riding.
I
I
only have like 20 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really obsessed with like Kanye. I've been listening to Kanye for like a while, like all this week, and just like, and especially doing the Bruce Jenner interview when he was like,
So how Kanye was talking to Kim. And,
when Kanye was talking to Kim, well, he's just like, if I couldn't express myself, to like the executive, then I wouldn't be who I am. And he said that about Bruce. If Bruce can't express himself, then he's never gonna be happy. I kind of like took that message, and I know everybody be like ragging on like Kanye, but like, I feel like this dude is like, he's really smart, and I just like him because his messages, and like he is getting older, and as somebody who's been listening to him for a while, you see his messages is like progressing, and just like what he says is like, we all should be able to express ourselves in like any kind of art form or who we are, individuality. This fucking tree shirt that I'm wearing, like I'm expressing myself. So I just like, I'm just obsessed with like Kanye and like his like expressing ourselves as human beings.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sandra.
So this week and the past couple of weeks, I've been obsessed with Jasmine Sullivan's CB reality show. Jasmine Sullivan's voice is amazing, and I know she was talking about retiring because the industry is jacked up, and she's back, and I'm happy. And that album, let me tell you, I mean, there's a couple of songs on there that just be speaking to my soul. And Jasmine, I love you.
Which song are we gonna play?
So we're gonna play Masterpiece. I wanted to play
Master P?
Masterpiece.
I was like, nah.
So I really want to Let It Burn, but Masterpiece is a song about empowerment and just her. I don't know if it's about her because her whole beginning of the album is about like girls that turn tricks and rob stores and stuff. So it's just it's just interesting. I'm like, Jasmine, who are you singing to? Who is this person?
Yeah,
It's not you.
I'm play
it's
play
good,
the song.
but yeah.
So it's play. They can hear, but.
Mona Lisa. Every part of me is beautiful, and I finally see I'm a work of art, a masterpiece. had so long to find, filling my head with lies.
Things that are beautiful, especially because of the images that are put out in media, and they're all distorted and airbrushed. And you start thinking that's the ideal, image of beauty, and it's not. So that song is very nice because we know Jazmine Sullivan, a little thicker than the average person in the industry, and I'm sure that's presented obstacles and hurdles for her.
Really?
But to hear her sing
so?
that, absolutely.
Like
but to think her sing that, I think
they're like two different.
Yeah, I think.
Did y'all go see Jazz while she was here in LA?
I didn't even know.
I went to go see her in Nokia.
Yes, and it was good.
It was good. She was sick though.
I want her to come back.
But it was still good. It was still good.
I want her to come back.
All right, Bobby, what are you obsessed with this week?
Mine is kind of random, but for a long time, I've been wanting to see Johnny Depp play something real, because he always had these character roles and stuff. I know, but he always had these character roles, these crazy stuff.
Fantasy things.
Yeah, just I'm like, dude, I want to see him do something real. And so the trailer for a movie called Black Mass, I think it's called, came out the other day, and it was just the trailer was just crazy because you know how trailers these days give the whole story away, but it was just real kind of simple, one scene, and I don't know, I just think he's kind of chilling in it. So, yeah.
No. You said to me, this is a family secret, and you gave it up to me, boom. Just like that. You spilled the secret family recipe today. Maybe you spill a little something about me tomorrow. I was just saying that. You were just saying? Just saying gets people sent away.
Dog, you see that whole scene, dog? This shit crazy. You gotta see whenever. I don't know. I'm going to see that, and I'm going twice when it drop. I don't know. I like that kind of crazy. What? I'm going to see it twice in the same opening weekend. I'm going to see that twice. You don't want to see that?
No, but you don't even know if you're gonna like it.
I know I'm gonna love it. If you see the whole trailer,
have you done that in a movie in a while? Have you done that in a movie?
No, because I like shit like that, and they got a lot of fantasy.
The last time I've done it, seen a movie back to back.
Yeah,
when I saw Top 5.
The same one movie.
I saw Top 5 3 times.
Oh yeah,
in a row?
While it was in theaters, yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, you went by yourself. Then you went with a date, and then you went with another person. You know what
I saw the movie 3 times. Bobby came once.
Oh.
It was funny, but
it was good. I enjoyed it.
I didn't see it 3 times.
Yeah,
I saw it 3 times.
I didn't think it was 3 times.
I'm telling you, that movie right there.
It looks like it looks. Yeah,
I'm telling you, watch that whole trailer. You're gonna be like, oh, I want to see that shit. That's one I want to see twice opening week.
You don't see the
It's been a long
twice?
time. Hell no. See,
I haven't
that's
seen
all the shit that's
any of
out,
the
and I
Avengers.
can't get into any of that.
All right. This week, what I'm obsessed with. So mine is funny. So Instagram, it's all these 50-second videos and people doing all this crazy stuff. So this week I'm obsessed with Miss J DMV. You guys know who she is?
No.
Hilarious. You guys need to check her out on Instagram. I actually ran into her this weekend at the school days party. She's a really funny, really cool girl, but I'm going to play really quickly some of her Instagram videos.
I need a man to live in Beverly Hills. He gotta at least be 6'5", gotta make more money than me, and he can't have no kids. Cause I got standards.
Have a nice day, Miss Beverly.
You too. Take care, baby.
You ain't got no cash.
Hey, babe, these my homegirls. We go way back.
Nice to meet you. I'm sleeping with your man. Nice to meet you. I slept with your man this morning.
Nice to meet you. I'm not sleeping with your man, but I sure be giving him head, though. Whoops, forgot to clean up.
Dude, I know her longest.
See, I need a man to live in
I think she is absolutely hilarious, though.
That's funny.
Really, really cool. So if y'all check out her page on Instagram, it's Miss J DMV.
So she here now?
She's in LA, yeah.
Okay.
Where's she from?
She from DMV.
No, I'm from DMV.
Oh,
I'm gonna assume the DMV.
So I thought DMV meant Department of Motor Vehicles.
Or DC, Maryland, Virginia.
I am worldly, but anytime somebody's like DMV, I'm thinking of Department of Motor Vehicles.
All right, y'all.
From the DMV.
So that's another show. Thank y'all for coming tonight, you guys. This was their first time on the panel. Again, let everybody know where they can find you guys if they're looking for you.
You can find me at Shoni Francis on Instagram, Shoni Francis on Facebook, Shoni_ at Twitter, and Shoni Francis on Vine. I am funny. I am really funny. 5-Minute Sketch Show on Social Comedy Network, and 180 sketches online.
And I don't really know how much I like people.
Uh-oh.
But if you want to find me, I'm on Instagram, Escape Artist. but escape is spelled ESQ because my initials are SQ, so it's like a little play on phonetics.
Where you escaping from?
Oh yeah.
However,
you know, I've
I
actually
think
been
I'm
wondering
going
how to
on a
pronounce
social
it. I would always listen.
escape
I thought it was
So
like
it's-
equestrian. I never really just read it.
So
Kind of like DMV.
Let me spell it. ESQAPEARTIST. OMG. No, so you know what you want to do with me. No. But I think I'm going on an Instagram break for the month of May.
Why?
Do I need
So
to
I
say how
can
to spell
focus
my
on
name, too?
myself. And I can accomplish some things. But I have like over 1,000 posts. You feel free to search through them and find yourself.
All right, Bobby, where can they find you?
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, and just in case you don't know how to spell my name, CHONI. Just across the board. Okay. I'll see you later. Sleep.
Twitter, Twitter, Instagram, and what's the other one? Snapchat. I know y'all don't fuck with Snapchat, but Snapchat, Bobby Ray JR, and then BeyondDapper.com, and that's it.
Yeah, I do be following your Beyond Dapper. I troll the
Troll
Beyond Dapper.
Yeah.
I be trolling Beyond Dapper.
I don't troll Beyond Dapper because Bobby be fat shaming. You'll never post shit that I could actually fit in. You know, it always be his little shit from Top Shop. I can't even get one arm in. So I was like,
Bobby get that
fuck Bobby.
medium,
right?
That's medium shirt.
You guys know y'all can find me everything at Jeffro5, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Find us right here on Taco Talk Tuesday. Keep sending us viewer questions, hot topics, anything. It's tacotalktuesday@gmail.com.
Send a gender.
Send it what?
The gender.
Oh, next yeah. It's important for the panel to know your gender when you're asking these questions. But just keep on asking questions. We'll see you guys next week on Taco Talk Tuesday.
Did you let her go? Let her go. Only know you. Only know you. Love her.